Hello everyone, my name is Nathaniel Freeman and this is Freeman's Money, and today we're going to be talking about mortgage refinancing. But before we dive into that, there's one thing I need to tell you guys. I am a mortgage agent with Dominion Lending. I am fully capable to do mortgages within Ontario. Dominion Lending has access to all the provinces and different branches within each province. So if you had any questions about other provinces and how they might be, how the refinancing might appear in those ones, feel free to message me and I can set you up with somebody in those provinces. But when it comes to Ontario, I am a fully licensed mortgage agent, and that's where this information is coming from because it's what I do. Now, there's a few things we want to talk about when we're talking about refinancing a mortgage. There's how much is it going to cost you, if anything, what you can use the money for if you decide to take any money out, or what it looks like if you don't do that, and when is the right time to refinance your mortgage. So first of all, when it comes to the cost of closing a refinance, there's a bunch of things you have to consider. The first thing is, where are you in your term? Are you in your first year, or are you coming up to the end of it? Because if you're in the first year of your mortgage, then when you go to refinance, there's going to be penalties and fees on that in 99% of those situations. Now, if you're coming near the end of your mortgage term, when the term's over, there are no fees to refinance, so you can switch to a different institution or stay with the same institution you're with. Now, that's the first thing to consider. The other thing to consider is if you're moving to a different lender, you could have to pay additional fees such as lawyer fees or appraisal fees. Now, those fees can all add up, so you should try to ask a bunch of questions before you go to refinance your mortgage. And that's something you would want to talk to a mortgage agent specialist or your bank about. But there are a lot of fees, not just including the fee of getting out of your term. Well, I've already gone through a few of them, but that's why you want to ask those questions ahead of time so you know the total cost of what those will be. And it changes for each mortgage and each refinance and how much loan you have, where the property is. So we won't go into those details today. Now, when it comes to refinancing your mortgage, you really have two main options. There's a way, well, actually, we'll say three main options. There's a way for you to take out equity in your house. So that's where, let's say you bought your house for $200,000. You're near the end of your 5-year term, so you could be at $172,000, but your house has gone up to $300,000 in value. So if you could refinance for $225,000, pull out that extra equity, and now your new mortgage will be $225,000, but you'll have that cash that's separate from the 172 to the 225, which would be around 50 grand. And you can use that to buy a new vehicle, to renovate your house, to start investing, to put your kids through college, whatever you want to do with that money. You could pay off debt. That's a huge one that I see. But that's up to you. Now, the other one is you don't want to increase your term, or you don't want to increase the amount of your mortgage, but you would like to just continue paying your mortgage. You don't have the money to pay it outright. So that's when you just enter in a new mortgage contract and you would just continue along the same path. Well, if you're in a 25-year amortization period, now you could be in the 20-year portion, and there's no extra money you're pulling out of it. It's just a simple, I'm continuing with this debt. Now, the third option, which I kind of threw in there because it kind of fits, it kind of doesn't fit, but what I'm seeing a lot of is people getting their house as a line of credit. So what that means is you own your house. Well, you haven't paid it all off, but let's say you have $200,000 of a mortgage left and you're coming up to a refinance and your house is worth $400,000. Well, instead of just turning your $200,000 into another mortgage, you turn it into a line of credit that's attached to your house. So now your mortgage is $200,000, but every time you pay down that loan, you get a line of credit of what's extra. So let's say you paid down $50,000 of it, that would mean your mortgage is 150,000, but you have 50,000 of a line of credit. And that's one option. You can also get that mortgage rate off the top, but that takes a lot more of a down payment usually. But it's something to definitely consider when talking to a mortgage specialist. Now, when is it the correct time to refinance your mortgage? Well, as of December of 2020, mortgage rates have gone down even lower. So now seems to be a good opportunity to refinance your mortgage and lock in a lower rate, but it depends on where you are right now. So you should really consult with your bank or with your mortgage agent professionals. Consult with me personally if you would like, but you should consult and ask questions to find out what the cost would be and how much you could be saving a month. Because with mortgage rates at an all-time low, those who are in 3%, 4% mortgage could refinance and see below 2%. It depends on your situation, and that's not going to happen for everyone, but it is something to look into. So if you have any questions, comment below. If you like the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you here next time. Ciao for now.